I'm Tom Anderson, and this is part 6 of my simulation series, drawing a simulation schematic in KiCad. KiCad is also available in the Ubuntu Software Center, and so you can find it by searching for KiCad and download one of these things. It'll get you started. Here's the little icon I got for KiCad, so I click on this, and I'm going to create a project. I have a new project, and I'm locating it in where I'm working, in Shared Tools, KiCad RC. And I'm going to call it RC. Now I can open a schematic. It doesn't exist. You want to create it? Well, yes, I do, actually. Here's my schematic. This button here fits the schematic sheet. I think the home key also does this. Yeah, that's the home key. And now I'm ready to add components. The components are over here. To place a component, I hit that and then click out here somewhere. And then I have to go on a hunt for a component. And I'm going to hunt under Device because that's where they are. So I go down to the R's, and there's a resistor. Not my favorite resistor shape, but I'll take it. And then I can use the R key to rotate the resistor. Let's zoom in a little. Now I can add a capacitor. I just click out here somewhere because I'm in add mode, because I can tell because this icon is highlighted. And I'm going to go back to my devices. And here's a capacitor. That's a little better. And I need a ground symbol. And I want the one called GND, just down here. Okay, that. And I'm going to have a voltage source over here somewhere, so I'll put down a ground for that as well. That's it. And so now I can see my ground in my history. It's easier to find. And I would like to have a nice round voltage source, but I wasn't able to find a symbol for that worked. And so I'm just going to use a connector. And there's connectors in a connector library, and I need 2 pins, so I'm going to use a 2-pin connector. And I want to mirror this, so I'm going to right-click to orient the component and mirror it. So now I'm going to add the wires. There's a wire. It sort of routes the wires. It tries to guess what you're thinking for your wire locations. I have reference designators to set, and I have values to set. For the connector, the value is this long thing here. Let's change these first. So I use the U key as a shortcut to get to the reference designators, and the V key on the keyboard is the path to the values. So that's U as in U number. So let's see, 1, and my value is 1.59 microfarads. And now over here, I'm going to do an AC analysis. It's going to be a voltage source. So that's my U, and it gets a value of V1. And for a value, I type V. It won't let me put a space in this field here. So I'm going to put in an underscore. In order to get the net names to be what we want in the correct format, I need to use global net labels. In the hierarchy of it all, this is a sort of a bad hard coding. You can imagine this working a better way. And if there was some sort of CAD guy who wrote scripts for this sort of thing, then that would be the sort of thing he would write. So there we go. I'll hook up these global nets, kind of like global variables in programming. Now, I'm just about ready to make a net list. Save the schematic project, sure.